Hey guys, what's up? This is Joe from Joe's Corner, and I'm here with my two guests, Oscar and Colin.
What's up?
We're about to do some cool spoilers. If you like what you see, check out Happy Little Hug Factory. They got a bunch of really cool stuff. They buy your singles. They have an $80 booster box for the new set. That's called. I'm prompting you guys. What's the set called?
No, I'm prompting you, Joey. If something that's old, if something old wakes up, what would you call that?
The Old Dragon Awakens. Yeah, that's
So they have the Old Dragon Awakens pre-order up on Happy Little Hug Factory for $80. And they also, I think Oscar said they might be sold out of Cast Chronicle Star Decks, but they do have the booster box still. Yeah. So be sure to get that before it sells out. Also, I did a box opening of the Star Deck, and I'll have an opening of the booster box when that comes out. Yeah.
It's AOA. What does AOA stand for? Something
Awakening
of
the Ancients.
Of the Ancients.
That's what it's called. I asked Joey to do the intro this time. That was his intro. But yeah, you guys want to check out the link in the description below so they know we sent you over. And we're going to get started on these spoilers. Colin, what card are we looking at first here?
Yeah. I don't know what card are we looking at first.
And also, real quick, I apologize ahead of time if I'm sniffling and stuff. I'm dying a little bit. So I apologize if I sound and look drab. But so first up,
so salty. He's not.
I hope this is more professional. Penguins are more professional than stripes. I heard. Delphinius, flying giant beast in the sky. It's a 6 cost 13/15 beast with flying. Has the enter effect: destroy all resonators with flying your opponent controls.
You know, they should have called him Dolphinius. Am I right, guys?
Oh, wow, this is the first time I've heard this joke. Wow. Just like with everything else, like Joey's Zero Bomb, he's just going to go, milk, milk, milk.
What's its flavor text, Colin?
Oh, the gods sealed within Lenarsfaria had been influenced by Alice's fairy tale power, taking the form of a large flying whale-like beast. Well, that sounds like some Doctor Who logic. All right.
That's pretty cool. I mean, the card I feel like is not very good, but
it'll be really. I don't know. I don't know how many flyers there are. I feel like it could be decent in limited format. It's at least a decent giant drop flyer.
No, it's like big and it flies, which
I don't know if the enter effect would be relevant, but yeah.
It doesn't even if you kill like nice. one or two things.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, which one's next?
The Mind Like Stillwater.
So we got Mind Like Stillwater, which is a 1-cost red quick cast rune, Chant Sash rune with Divinity of 1. It says you pay 1 point
Friggin'
more.
Joey.
To play this card.
I was gonna say that last time. Get out of here.
Because you guys stuck in our head, jerk. Target resonator gains barrier chant until end of turn.
So that's cool.
Is it though?
Yeah, giving red a way to give itself barrier inside of red without
while it's in your chant.
It's only Divinity 1, so it's a nice way to slot stuff in. Even if it costs 2, being able to stop something from bouncing or getting destroyed, especially in red when you count on aggro stuff sticking to the field.
Half the stuff. It only stops barrier.
Yes, it only stops barrier. It stops chance, which is majority of the stuff that's going to be a threat to red. Most of the resonator stuff outside of fluorite really isn't too big of a threat, I feel like. So I feel like this is actually really not. I won't say like, oh, it's the strongest thing ever, but I think this is really useful to have access to a barrier card inside of the red color palette without having to branch out. But it's not going crazy. It doesn't give it straight barrier, which I think would be going way too far. I think like this could be a good balance. I think.
Yeah. I'm not really feeling it, but I feel like it would be better as like a regular chant. Is that guy like? What is that blue part?
Is this the thing that people were memeing about how tiny his hands are?
I guess I didn't see any memes about that.
Yeah, look how tiny his hands are, because they're supposed to be closer to the camera than the rest of them, but they're super tight, which means his hands are like, oh god, hi.
I get it, yeah.
Also, if you guys hear Joey's kids in the background, they're up past their bedtime.
Yeah, Joey's pretty bad at enforcing it.
Mm-hmm. I'm supposed to yell out there, "Hey, you damn kids, get out of my pool."
All right, next card.
Wait, Oscar, you didn't read the flavor text.
Oh yeah.
Flavor is a body can be forged in months. To temper the mind takes years of patience.
It's pretty tight. Right, mine's next.
Next is Garfield.
Garfield,
cool.
half of God. Oh shit. 3 cost, 500, 800. He's a Resonator God / Wander. Is this our first God? Are we getting gods now? Whenever another Resonator enters a field under your control, produce blue. This ability triggers only once per turn. Tap or rest, banish this card, produce blue for each Resonator you control. Play this ability only during your turn.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
It's
It's weird that the first part can only trigger like once per turn.
Why is that weird?
Well,
I don't know. It feels like the wording is off. Like whenever another Resonator enters a field under your control, which can it? I don't know.
Imagine having like
It's probably a lot more balanced. Like you can't just play like 1 cost Resonators and just keep continually playing.
Because then you'd be playing free Resonators, Joey. It'd become an infinite loop.
I know. Imagine playing all your parallel world Schrödingers. You know,
you can't have an infinite loop because you don't have enough cards. But
anyways, I thought it was just cool. I mean, it's producing the will, and its second ability is just banishing itself. Like if you had a nice populated field, like boom, you go four will all of a sudden.
Real quick. I need to have a sit down with Joey. Imagine, if you will, turn 2 or turn after you play this guy. If Joey had his infinite will ability, you're just like Schrödinger, have all this will, use some of that will to play the card that puts the top 10 cards of your deck into your graveyard, and so using that to search for more Schrödingers to play and stuff like that, because you can tap him for will and you can do a lot. Point is, outside of that though, cheating in Mystery Box is going to be super easy now. You'll be able to do a turn 4 Mystery Box most likely if you play your cards right, which will potentially be really really strong, or just being able to play more than 1 Mystery Box potentially at later turns.
Yeah, I think it's just we're finally seeing that Loki support that Loki needed.
I feel like
see more, I'm sure, but it's getting there.
I feel like this guy could be like you could play him in the machine shell that people have been putting together because there's so many 1 costs that they play. Like there's a lot of potential in there.
That's true.
For just like playing him turn 3 and then maybe like turn 4s, sacking him for playing one of your awakenings.
I know.
His flavor text is "Welcome back, my other half, Loki."
Dun dun dun.
Okay. All right, what's next?
Is this how Loki becomes a dude? Next up,
promos are last, right?
Yeah, we have Kara, Valkyrie of the Red Lance. So this is a promo. It's a 1 cost.
I thought we were doing the promos last. Like the next spoilers.
No, that's not how they saved. It's fine, Oscar. It's fine. It's
Oscar said Colin said that he's controlling.
Yeah, you can't just throw a curveball.
Let's just throw promos right in the middle of spoilers.
No, because they're actual spoilers. It's not like these promos are like cards we've seen before. So it's literally just regular spoilers, and we're also letting you know we'll see these again later on.
Yeah.
But first up, we have Kara, Valkyrie of the Red Lance. As a 1 cost 4/4 Valkyrie, and you can pay white to give it flying in first strike until end of turn. You can pay red to give it +2/+2 until end of turn. I think that's a really solid 1-drop.
Yeah.
Especially for
cool.
Valkyries.
I like it. And I really dig the artwork on it. It has that pretty cool look to it.
I really like the art style, yeah.
I'm not going to say that it should have flying, but it should have flying.
She can gain flying.
And how do people get this promo, Colin?
Well, this is a pre-release promo. So you go and attend a pre-release, and you get the promo.
Oh, that's
nice.
Next up is Shu.
I'm a big fan.
We have Shu, Ruler of Air. It's a 1 cost 1/3 fire resonator. Ascendant. It has the ability of tap, remove a fire card in your graveyard from the game, produce red, or tap and pay red, discard a fire card. This card deals 600 damage to target resonator.
Yeah, so basically a way to transform any card in your hand to a slightly stronger lightning strike to resonators. You just gotta tap him as the fuel for it, and being able to just have a passive ability potentially to produce will as well in a bind later on down the road is good. And the only way around this is if your opponent dedicates resources to get rid of this, which would get rid of a 1 cost isn't too detrimental to you. So I feel like it's a pretty solid card.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
I like his will producing ability more than his his lightning strike.
Well, it's one of those things where it's gonna come in handy in a pinch. You're gonna use the first ability probably more, but then all of a sudden that second ability is gonna come in super handy at random moments in time.
Yeah.
Or if nothing else, like buffering your opponent so they don't drop that 6 health resonator when they ideally would want to, because they know it'll just insta die from this.
Yep.
But yeah,
I actually like him.
This is the buy a box promo, so you buy a box and you get this promo. Next up is
so
Arwen.
I have the last one. Arwen, Sealed God of Evergreen. She is a 1 green, 200/400 elf resonator. Tap another target wind resonator, gains +5/+5 until end of turn. Plays ability only if you control 3 or more wind resonators.
Yeah, I think it's pretty solid. I think that would go great in Oscar's low red deck.
Or even inside that elf deck I have, Epic Stories deck.
Oh, sure. Epic Stories.
Which runs the ruler this is based on, which didn't have that clause of the 3 rulers, or 3 resonators, but...
Fairies, Fair is still legal, right?
Mm-hmm.
I actually really like... so she counts as one of the wind resonators, right?
Yeah.
So, like, you could drop, like...
3 of
you
these.
could do, like, a turn 1... That'd be nice.
Spirit Caller.
You could do turn 1, Spirit Caller, and then use Fair to untap your stone and drop her. And then next turn you could have like a 6/6 Spirit Caller coming in. Or you could play something with, I don't know, Swiftness or something.
Good idea. Good idea.
Some really interesting stuff you can do with her.
Yeah, a lot of stuff you can do.
Or like Colin said, drop 3 of her, and then just like before you recover, tap all 3 to buff one of them, and then recover.
Oh, that's
or you
pretty
could tap
great.
like all 3 to like buff the other ones, so you have like 3 7/9s.
That's true. Or just
like
buff one of
Oscar's
them
better.
a lot. Yeah.
But then one of them you aren't getting any, like, you can buff one to be like a 12/14, but then the
No,
other
because
one,
Joey, when that swings in, you can
Actually,
tap the other 2 to buff that one still. If you swing in with all 3, you can't use their buff ability again.
So it becomes like a 17/19. You swing in and then buff it with the other 2 for another 1,000.
So you just almost killed your opponent turn 2.
I didn't think about the fact that she can potentially give 10.
Yeah, now all of a sudden I'm actually pretty on board with that joke I said earlier about just playing 3 of these. That actually sounds pretty legit.
She would be good just comboing with herself, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm sure we'll see some cool stuff come up as spoilers go on. And as usual, these promos are usually, like Colin said, based on a card within the set. So we'll see what that artwork looks like.
Yeah. Real quick, 2 things. One, interesting, this is the only one of the 3 promos that has flavor text. The others do not have flavor text.
Maybe it means it's not based on a card.
Oh my god. Okay, so real quick, this is a buy 2 box pro. You buy 2 boxes and get it, which is super weird, I thought. If they're doing another thing like Time Span Witch where they're locking it behind 2 boxes, I am going to freaking riot. This is not Transformers. This is bullcrap if they do that. Especially the backlash they got for Time Span Witch. If they're like, let's do that again.
But wait, it's only 2 boxes this time, not 3.
But it's for a resonator instead of a ruler.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Definitely need 4 of those.
Joey.
You don't want me to read the flavor text?
Somebody read it. Jeez.
Very well. Let me reward your faith with strength.
I don't need strength. I don't need that for my reward. Yeah, obviously we don't know, but we're just speculating. But golly, if they lock this behind boxes, I will be upset. All right, next up we have Alcide Lefrichis. Oscar.
Which one was it?
Black one, Oscar. Black one.
The black one. Okay. I was told to do the green one first, and I got to scroll through this page. And
I said I am dictating it. You're on Discord. It's oh wait, no, the translation. That's right.
Yeah, where's the translation?
Why didn't you
Colin?
copy and paste it? This is all on you, man.
All right, it has so it's a 3-cost named something. It's a 4/8. I'm guessing that's Spirit Resonator, and it has enter put 1 target Darkness Resonator that costs 1 or less from your graveyard into the field, and then it has a tap and banish 2 other Resonators, destroy target Resonator.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. Obviously, nothing too crazy, but I think this could make some really fun decks out of this.
That's interesting, yeah.
Well, I thought it was. I thought kind of was interesting the wording on the translation. Maybe it'd be different when the English version comes out, but to say a Resonator that costs 1 or less from your graveyard, it's like 0-cost Resonator. We're gonna have that.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But this could just be translation. I'm not sure how they translate the card.
Can you bring in the is it skeleton horde? That's like it brings in the other skeletons.
Yeah. So he brings in he dies. He leaves a skeleton. You bring him back in, and then you can banish both of them to destroy something, which leaves him another token replacing the original skeleton. So you could do some pretty cool stuff there.
I was hoping Skeleton Horde activated when he entered.
No, it's when he goes to the graveyard. So use her tap ability to get rid of him and destroy something, and then leave a token in its place. Yeah,
I mean, it's still possible, shenanigans with it. But
what's the favorite text, Oscar?
Yeah, Joe, you want to get that flavor text for us?
Elle est pour mousiner, quino que c'est oi, sweet.
It's gonna be pretty great if anyone speaks French who's watching this.
Yeah.
They're like, ow,
sorry.
Ow.
Those nails across the chalkboard.
Not that bad.
All right, next up we have Invocation of Shikigami. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's about right.
That's pretty much right.
Make sure this is the correct translation.
It's probably Shikigami's Invitation, actually.
So pay 1 more to play this card from a rune area. And it says, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Put a Shikigami with total cost 3 or less from among them into your field. If this card was awakened, you may put 2 into the field. And the awakening is 1 green and 1 void. Now, when this card came out, I saw the translation. I did look up Shikigami's, and there's only been 2 revealed. One of them was, what's her name? Kukunochi. And then the other one was the fox-looking dude, and he's the only one that's 3 cost right now. So.
Yeah, I don't think.
I'm assuming we're going to get some spoilers to show more Shikigami's.
I also
apply it to this.
I like the art of the little cat dude's just like home, and behind him is just the 2 big dogs. Like, yeah, we're with him, or I don't know what's going on, but it's pretty great.
I didn't read these parts, but you see it. It's a 2-cost chant / rune with divinity of 1. So.
Yeah. I like that there's a couple more Divinity ones that make it easy to round out those Divinity decks to an even 10, which is nice.
I actually like this more outside of your Divinity deck. Like paying 2 to get a 3 cost could be really good.
Oh yeah. But I'm just saying, you're not going to run 4 of these in your deck ever. So if you
don't know me.
So, I don't even know that Fox Shikigami is even worth grabbing.
Point is, if you have a spare 1 Divinity, you throw this in there. Is all I'm trying to get to. Golly, God, Dad.
Yeah, so Fox Shikigami is a 3-cost 7/9. You may pay 1 void less to play this card if you control Yin Yang Master.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd play the other 3-cost Shikigami. That's gonna be way better.
The one that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, that one. That's what I'm playing.
The one that your insider dude Bob or whatever his name was. Told you about.
Jimmy is
he still with the company? Did he not get let go? Your insider.
He's the only one that didn't get let go.
But anyways, there's one more thing. Did you have the playmat?
I'm gonna go over that on the news. So.
Oh well, there you go, guys. Now you have to go watch the news to see that playmat.
Oh no,
yeah, that's called cross advertising or something.
Cross advertising. All those people who yeah.
And if you didn't get our jokes today, make sure to check out the podcast tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a podcast tomorrow. Check it out.
Yeah.